Now, as soon as you notice that the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, Singapore Stock Exchange, when you look into NEO, they all finished on a green. It appears that the rally is continuing, which is something that, of course, it excites the NEO investors. I mean, you will know that obviously right now the markets in Hong Kong and Singapore, they are closed due to the holiday that is starting in China, which is something that obviously it's great to see the positive sentiment that is surrounding the Chinese EV makers like NEO. I mean, after the announcement of the DeepSeek breakthrough, we are starting to see more attention coming into China and the Chinese equities. We have been seeing in the past billionaires like Ray Dalio, David Tepper saying that it is a good time to invest into China. I mean, you will know that also last week we spoke about the $1.8 trillion fund or Norway fund saying that they want to buy Chinese equities like NEO. These are all good news. This is something that makes me to be really excited, because when I got to read this, or when we get to see this, it means that if it is finally time maybe to those that still don't own Chinese equities to probably start to think about owning those companies. And of course, no one forces you to do that, but I think based off what we are seeing, big money it's doing or intending to do, you and me can agree that right now the opportunities are into the Chinese equities. Yes, there are other in the New York Stock Exchange, there are companies that of course maybe might be offering opportunities, but more opportunities are into the Chinese equities because they've been beaten down for quite some time. But fundamentally, these companies have been growing so big in a way that obviously people are starting to realize that there is no way that you can keep a stock like NEO at $4 per stock, the very same company that has delivered not only monthly record-breaking deliveries in December, but quarterly record-breaking deliveries. You cannot just keep it down. You cannot say you are not rewarding it, and therefore people are starting to realize that actually NEO is the company that they want to buy, right? And these are not only goes to NEO but into most of course Chinese equities or Chinese stocks, right? So I am happy, I am excited to see this rally that we are seeing, or we continue to see, coming from Singapore and Hong Kong, and hopefully this rally continues for the rest of the week. You know that in China is from today they will be celebrating the New Year holiday, which the holiday is expected to start today, and I think it's ending on Monday next week. So it's almost a whole week. And obviously you will notice that also the insurance registrations have not come as yet, and this just means that we won't get the insurance registrations this week due to the holiday. But it's not a train smash. I mean, even on Saturday we might not get the deliveries report coming from companies like NEO because of this holiday, because it will still be a holiday on Saturday. But let's wait, let's see. If the deliveries come, I will give you those deliveries, but if they don't, we'll have to wait, I think, for Monday or Tuesday when the holiday comes to an end. That is where we'll see the figures, the report coming of how many vehicles did our favorite NEO produce for the month of January. So yeah, this is what we saw in Hong Kong. This is what we saw NEO continuing to surge, and all thanks to the communication between President Trump and President Xi Jinping last week, all thanks to DeepSeek. The sentiment around China, it is starting to change. Those people that were negative onto China, they are starting to see the potential that lies within China, and guess what that is going to do? It's going to make quite a number of people to now come to Chinese equities and buy, load the boat like crazy, because they know that it's a no-brainer that Chinese equities have been beaten down for quite some time, and they deserve to be rewarded. They deserve to have a good PE ratio, PS ratios, and they should be valued accordingly. You cannot value NEO same as Lucid that only is able to sell 3,000 cars on a quarterly basis. I mean, NEO is able to sell over 71,000 in every quarter, but it is, in terms of valuation, it's valued almost the same as Lucid. Rivian also sells 14,000 or over 14,000 in a quarter, in fact in Q4 of 2024, but valuation wise they are valued, I think, $3 billion more than NEO, which makes no sense. But anyways, the markets will correct with time. I think they're trying to get or take out the weak hands of the NEO stock until we start going to the moon. But the moon is coming very soon, guys, and like I said, it will come unexpected. And those that are still timing the markets, trying to find the perfect spot to enter or to buy NEO shares, that perfect timing, that perfect stop might not come, meaning that right now it is an opportunity for those investors that have not started buying NEO to probably consider doing so, and not try to time the market, because timing the market might not give you what you want. The share price might not go down to that figure, or to that share price or stock price you want, and therefore it end up making you losing an opportunity of a life, because NEO, it is the company that is going to take some of us to a financial freedom, right? Because of the amount of shares that we continue accumulating, because of the advantage that we take based off the low trading price that we are seeing onto NEO. But again, this is just my opinion. To what to do, it's up to you. If you are waiting for NEO to go to $3, you can do that. If you are waiting for NEO to go to $2, if you think it will go there, you can do that. I cannot say, I'm not a technical guy, but I doubt, man. But anyways, that is on you. All I can tell you is the fundamentals, what we are seeing onto NEO, the massive breakthroughs that we are seeing onto NEO. I mean, battery swapping stations today, the news that came about battery swapping station, we read that yesterday alone NEO added 29 battery swapping stations, which shows you once again the aggression that I've been telling you about of NEO deploying battery swapping stations. I mean, now NEO has got, or has deployed over 100 battery swapping station month to date, which obviously shows you that NEO, it means business. NEO wants to make sure that they take out or they deploy as many battery swapping stations as possible, because they know that they've got a Chinese government to support them. They know that no matter how much they spend in deploying this, they will receive help from the government, other institutions, to build these battery swapping stations all over China, which is something that is just so great. So these are some of the news that makes me to remain long bullish onto NEO, because I know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. I'll see you on my next video. Do your own due diligence, hit the likes button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. I'll see you in my next video, and God bless you all.